Good morning, friends, listeners, and fam. I'm delighted to be doing this podcast today about energy. And I believe strongly that the energy that I'm going to talk about today is vitally important to each and every one of us. And that is the energy of our souls, meaning the energy to live life the way you want to, the energy to make decisions that work for you and those you love. And I want to start by saying it's you and then those you love, because if you don't have the energy, how do you give it to others? And without it, you can never deliver the level of excellence, the level of love, the level of communication that you want, unless it is deeply within yourself. And energy, it changes. It goes back, it goes forth. Sometimes we have higher energy, sometimes we have lower energy. And there's so many components to keeping energy at a high vibrating level. And I believe strongly that one of the biggest ways to keep your energy high is by living your life, making your own decisions. What do I mean by that? I'm going to take a subject that I get asked about a lot, and that's relationships, because in the work that I do, the numbers are very fact-based, but the products are very emotional, meaning it changes the way people think, feel, and proceed. And so a lot of times I have people that, let's say, great example, I have a woman that decides she wants to grow, and she's really concerned about how that's going to be perceived by people in her family, whether it's first family, second family, neighbors, friends, whatever. And so you can relate to this, right? You have an idea and you bring it by the people you love, and maybe they're not as excited about it as you are, but it's your idea. It's your energy. And so what I would say about that is perfect example. When I was doing life coaching, I would get asked a lot, I want to find the greatest guy in the world. I want to find my man. And I'd be like, okay, great. Write down all the characteristics that you want of Mr. Wonderful. And so that was a seemed to be somewhat of a simple process for some of my clients. And then I would ask them, if Mr. Wonderful showed up, would he want you? What? And the criticism of self would come about. I said, that's not what I asked. I asked you if Mr. Wonderful, if he had all these great attributes that you're looking for, which most of us are looking for, right? Someone that's very giving, someone that is a good listener, someone that has energy, someone that's nice to people, someone that is, attractive to your eye. And I think the most attractive thing that you can give anyone is your energy. Your energy. And I hear a lot from people, well, Michele, I'm not an extrovert. And I will tell you that, yes, I am an extrovert. I'm a very sensitive extrovert. What do I mean by that? It means that I love people. People get me really charged up. My vibration soars, but then I need my space. I need my time. And I have to be very boundaried about my emotions, my emotional intelligence, because I am a very sensitive person. So again, going back to that Mr. Wonderful that you want to show up, or that you believe belongs in your home and isn't there, I would tell you to self-reflect. I would tell you to journal about others, because what happens every single time is your pen to paper, or pen to smartphone, or pen to computer will really start to bring out the subconscious work for yourselves. Many, many, many times, I don't want to put a number to it. I was going to say 9 out of 10, but I don't have those statistics. But I will say many, many, many times that which we need to change within ourselves, we're very critical of others. So let me repeat that. That which we need to work on in ourselves, we're very critical of others. So if you're a person that's very judgmental, don't you assume everyone else is? Why? Because you have that trait, right? So for myself, I believe about myself that I'm a very honest person. I believe that strongly. And so when I would be in an interview with a potential employee and they would say to me, I'm going to tell you the truth, I was really taken back by that. Could have been just a comment or a cliche, but because that's not an option for me, that would always get my attention. What do they mean? Are they not being honest with others? Because that was in my radar. Does that make sense to you? On the flip side, in my sensitivity bucket, right, in my compartmentalizing of my personality, I'm very sensitive to the fact that there are women in this world that have magnificent relationships with their mothers. I unfortunately was not one of those people. So I'm very aware when I find someone that has that, because it's on my radar, because it's in my DNA, that in my life, that has not been something that was part of my existence. Now, I could go on about the positives and negatives and all that, but my point is, really, when we're talking about energy and being able to receive from others, receive from whatever your higher being is, mine is God, what is going to bring you the day, you need the energy to be open enough to bring it in. And I will tell you this, and I say this often, a straight line to A to B, so straight communication, is a hell of a lot less energy than a squiggly line with a lot of bullshit that goes around trying to get and convey a message to someone. You can say things very directly, but very appropriately, or you can squiggle the line and it takes 5 times the energy to get out what you want to say. So one of the things that makes for a very productive human being is straight out, solid, honest energy within yourself. And whether that gives you more time in the day for yourself, or for more activities, or for more work, or for more whatever. Isn't it always nice to be able to include more in a day than you have in the past, but doing it your way? And that, my friends, comes from the energy within yourselves to guide that you to where you want it to go. I hope this is making sense to you. I believe it is making sense to me, but I truly hope it's making sense to you, because I hear this from so many people so often. And there are people that I very much admire, that need to make decisions. And once they make it, it just propels their energy into the next level of whatever it is they're looking for. So when we talk about energy, one of the easiest ways to not avoid good, clean energy and keep it growing is personal growth, right? If we're growing, we're producing energy. And if we're not growing, and if we're fighting it, we're producing a more energetic field, but it is so negative and so exhausting that ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is it worth fighting your own self, fighting what you potentially fear? I'll give you an example. If there's something you don't understand, go learn. Learn it from someone that's already done it. That would be called a mentor. Someone that can give you step-by-step, that would be called a coach. Somebody that you just want to hear their amazing story, read a book about that type of person, right? So it all starts again. It goes back to you. If in fact you have a small child and they're wearing you out because you don't understand, maybe go into their world, read their book, or go to someone else's situation that has the same age child and observe or ask questions. But gain some knowledge, gain some personal growth, because that will clear the path for higher energy. Now, you can always rely on great nutrition. You must rely on great nutrition, sleep, and love, because you'll never have the energy that you're looking for if you don't have those components. The body needs nutrition. The body needs sleep. If you're not getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night, now, if you're a new mom, there are exceptions to every rule. And I pray for you people, you moms and dads. I do. I don't know how you do it, but I will say this. If you're not those people and you're spending a lot of time on tech or neglecting your focus on how much sleep you're getting, I would tell you that will expedite your energy and your energy field, meaning how much energy are you allowing others to feel from you? It comes from the heart, and it comes from the joy that you are bringing out for others. Think about that. Do you know somebody that always talks about the underwhelming, the unhappy, unacceptable? I call them unpeople, right? And when they come near you, you can almost feel that stress. We all know somebody like that. And then we know that joyful, happy, authentic, calm, but full of energy type of person that when you're around them, or even if they answer their phone to you, you just feel good. That's the differences in those energies. And you yourself have to make that energy for you. And then, and I know this to be true, you become contagious. Your energy will become contagious to those that are seeking it. And those that are not, it will become not contagious. I'll leave it there. So in the world of energy, it's all about energy, but it's all about your energy. So my friends, I hope this comes to you with the love that I'm bringing it to you with, the joy that I'm hoping for you, and the peace that you find from it. And that is our chat for today. I always love hearing from you. I love hearing from you in the notes. Always, you can contact me. And remember, you can sign up for my newsletter. You can sign up for my shout texts and get more involved in my world, because I look forward and I'm very touched that you've allowed me into yours. Thank you.